The angel in the sun and the great supper of God. The heavens were ablaze with light, for the Son of God was preparing to descend in glory. The nations had gathered their armies, their kings boasting in their pride, their swords lifted high against the Lamb. Then John, the witness, beheld a sight unlike any other. An angel stood in the heart of the blazing sun, his form shining brighter than fire, yet not consumed. With a thunderous voice that shook the earth and echoed through the skies, the angel cried out to all the birds that soar in the heights of heaven, "Come, gather yourselves together for the great supper of God. For the Almighty has prepared a feast, and the mighty of the earth shall be its portion. Kings and captains, strong and proud, shall lie low, and their flesh shall be food for the fowls of the air. For none can stand against the Lord of hosts." The birds, eagles, vultures, ravens, circled and filled the sky, waiting for what was to come. Below, the armies of men trembled, yet their hearts hardened, still lifting their weapons against the rider on the white horse, whose name is Faithful and True. When the heavens opened, Christ came forth, his robe dipped in blood, and the armies of heaven followed him in shining garments. With a single word, sharper than any sword, he struck down the nations. Their banners fell. Their kings were silenced. The proud became dust beneath his feet. And as the angel had declared, the birds descended. They feasted upon the fallen, a grim supper testifying that God's justice cannot be mocked, and his victory is sure. The nations learned that day, "Blessed are those who are called to the marriage supper of the Lamb, but cursed are those who become the supper of the great God." The angel in the sun shows God's message shining clearly and openly to all creation. The great supper is a picture of God's final judgment, where the proud are brought low. It reminds us to choose to be guests at the wedding feast of the Lamb, salvation, not prey in the supper of judgment, the end.